Sun is coming up, are you ready to go? We can take a ride, we can take it slow. Your will is my law, I'ma let you be the boss, cause I'll go where you go. I'll take you to a place we can see it all. Step off the edge, I can break your fall. Your will is my law, I'ma let you be the boss, cause I'll go where you go. When you fall down, I'll get you back up again. The things you try are things that you won't regret. We are kings of the world, and tonight is our playground.
Hi everybody, welcome to my big tidy up. My name's Dee Dee. Thanks for checking out my channel today. Now today, here's what's on the menu. Today I've got two things that I want to accomplish before this video is done. One, I want to go through my home and do a small declutter. Now I have found for me, if I do small declutters after each season, I stay on top of the mess much better. Well, summer is done. Fall is here, so it's time to do a small declutter, and I'm going to move out some of the things that I didn't use during those spring and summer months and get ready for fall. And speaking of fall, that's the second thing I need to take care of. I need to do a bit of a fall reset in my home. And that may seem a little wacky because fall just started. The thing is, I decorated for fall almost a month ago, and there were certain things I didn't do or add because it was still like in the 90s, it was 100 degrees, it was still a little too hot to get a lot of those cozy items out. So I'm gonna be doing that today as well. So without any further ado, let's get this day started. Let's start decluttering, let's do a fall reset, and let's get tidy. Okay, friends, I've headed upstairs. I'm going to work my way down, and I might as well just pull the Band-Aid off and do the area that I don't want to do, but this is the area that probably needs the most work, and that is my closet. Now, it is so much better than it used to be, and I do have it organized where spring and summer hanging clothes are on the top, and then fall and winter on the bottom. So I do want to go through here, see what I haven't wore. I need to see what I don't think I'm gonna wear down here that I didn't wear last fall or winter. I've got some shoes that I know I didn't wear, probably haven't worn them for a couple of years. I wanna go through there. Now I do have a declutter basket started, and I do have a few items in here, but I wanna go through my drawers, wanna go through some of these hang-up clothes. And as far as Mr. Tidy Up, he kind of does his once a year. I can get him to do a New Year's declutter, but as far as his stuff, he'll be leaving it alone, and I'm just going to be working on my own, which really, I'm the problem, so that's probably best.
We are kings of the world, and anywhere we bound, we are kings of the world.
Now, something I started several years ago that has really helped me keep the clutter down, especially in my problem areas, which this closet in the past has been, is that I try to do a declutter after every season. So I'll do a small declutter of my clothes after every season, and I'll tell you why I think it's been kind of a game changer. I think for the most part, we kind of keep our spring and summer clothes together and our fall and winter clothes together. And when I do a declutter right after a particular season, I know if I've worn it in the last couple of months. If I wait and do a declutter once or twice a year, which is what I used to do, I will forget when the last time I wore a particular piece was. Now, if you ask me what I had for dinner 4 days ago, I would not be able to tell you, so there's no way I can remember when I wore my purple sweater last if it's almost been a year since it's been a bit chilly. So I think for the most part, I think these closets are kind of like time warps. We think we're wearing things more often than we actually are. So for me, if I do a declutter right after each season, I'm more likely to remember if I've worn it. And these pants, obviously I haven't, because look, they've got a lot of dust on them, so obviously they're not getting worn. So for me, it's just less overwhelming. It's so much easier to know it's just going to be a quick scan every few months than this huge, big, overwhelming declutter.
You were tall, I looked up from where I sat, wished I would have dressed up. Your first line.
Now, several years ago, I started keeping my t-shirts and camis rolled up in these drawers, and the goal was just to have a single layer so that I could see everything. And I'm starting to cheat the system a little bit, which is why I need to declutter after every season, because clearly I can't be trusted.
You could do much better, but you gave them one little finger and the door shut. 'Cause I know we are real as can be. Although we stick to each other, we're free. We still dream of what we could be. You still amaze me. Us lasting longer than them, standing stronger than them, letting think we are crazy.
Another thing I've been doing when it comes to trying to keep a clutter-free closet is that when I declutter hang-up items, I do not go and put all those hangers back into the closet. I'll put a few back in there because maybe I'll find something new or maybe I'll receive a gift or something like that. But I always take out more hangers than I put back in there because, I've already mentioned I can't be trusted. So a lot of times if we have the hangers, we think, well, something needs to go on them. And it feels like we're not doing anything extra because we're just replacing what we've decluttered. So we're not adding to the problem. But that isn't my goal. My goal is to keep downsizing my wardrobe. So if I only put 3 hangers back in, then I know that's all I can get until I'm willing to get rid of something else.
'Cause I know we are real as can be. Although we stick to each other, we're free. We still dream of what we could be. You still amaze me. Us lasting longer than them, standing stronger than them, letting think we are crazy. 'Cause I know we are real as can be. You still amaze me. You still.
Now, as I'm loading this box, did you guys notice when I brought my shoes out of the closet, I put them directly on the floor? One time when I was decluttering, I brought out my shoes, I turned them upside down and put them on the bed. The soles were not touching the bed, and y'all had a fit. Y'all told me it was bad luck to do that you never put shoes on a bed. Now, I have heard putting a hat on the bed is bad luck, but am I the only one that did not know about shoes? Now, I will tell you, friends, I do believe we make our own luck, but better safe than sorry. Well, I've got my clothes done and I am ready to head downstairs, but before I do want to do just a quick declutter of this linen closet. And I noticed it the other day when I was making a video with y'all. I just need to go through here. I've got some sheets that we don't use anymore. This particular set of sheets is for a full-size bed, and we don't even have a full-size bed anymore, so I need to do some decluttering. I've got the old bedspread that I need to take downstairs. And then I do want to do a swap. I'm going to take this white blanket, put it in the primary bedroom, and then I'm going to take the royal blue one that's in there in the basket right now, swap it out and take it downstairs to give the basement a little bit more of a cozy feel for fall. So I'm going to do a little decluttering, a quick swap, and then I'm headed downstairs. Well, evidently this cabinet hasn't been on the seasonal declutter rotation because this bed skirt is from a comforter I had over 4 years ago. Declutter complete, and it only took a few minutes. And everything is organized by sets. I don't have anything hid in the back, and it is good to go.
We do this every day, we do this love for life. You gotta smile.
Next up, the kitchen. And I don't have that terribly much to do in here because I've been trying to really keep after it. Now I do have a couple of places. One is the kitchen towels. I have one drawer set aside for kitchen towels and I'm starting to outgrow it, which lets me know I need to declutter. And of course, it wouldn't be a kitchen declutter without me going through the plastic storage containers because those have a way of just like growing and multiplying overnight. But I will tell you, most of the kitchen is decluttered and ready because we have made the commitment we are going to go ahead and paint the cabinets. Now, at our age, we're going to have some help. So it's a matter of getting all the schedules all in line. But I will tell you this, we're going to try to have it done before it's time to decorate for Christmas. Now, if we can't do that, then it'll be after the first of the year because I don't want to have this kitchen tore up while I'm trying to do Christmas. But stay tuned for that because we've made the decision. It's time to paint.
Split into, hope you're fine. Ain't got time to do everything you said you.
Now I have the drawer organized where I have dish towels in the back and then dish rags in the front. And it's not that I have so many dish towels that I couldn't open the drawer, but it was getting close. And the thing is, I still have a lot of holiday dish towels that I keep in that holiday's tote. So like in my Valentine's tote, I've got a couple of Valentine's towels. In my Christmas tote, I've got the Christmas towels, etc., etc. So even though it doesn't seem like I'm keeping a huge amount of towels, I still have plenty in other places.
To be cool, even wear that shirt you wanted to. My friends think I'm lame. Since I met you, I am not the same. It was not meant to be a fairy tale.
Now, tidy uppers, I'm not one that talks much about my appearance. Actually, I don't know if I ever have talked about my appearance here. And usually I'm cleaning, decluttering, or organizing on my channel, wearing athletic clothes, but I do try to present myself in a nice way. But what in the wide world of sports is happening with my hair right now? It looks like I've teased it and I've got this beehive thing growing in the back, or either my head has grown overnight. Let me assure you that I've not teased my hair, no offense to anyone who does, but I do not know what all this puffiness is all about, but it's cracking me up and it's getting worse, I think, as the video continues. But anyway, that's the end of that. You may now proceed with the video. Well, the kitchen is done, and here is everything that's headed to the garage. Now, I am going to keep these 3 cloths and put them in with my cleaning cloths, so I will be keeping them. And then I will head to the basement because I know I've got some things I need to declutter down there. But before I head downstairs, I am going to do a little bit of a fall reset. I've got a few things that I need to bring out for fall and a few things that I need to put away. So I'll do that, and then I'm down to the basement. Now, during the fall and winter months, I'm someone who likes to use blankets and Afghans, and it's not that it's that difficult taking them out of the little storage poof in the corner, but I just think now that we're enjoying a few cooler days, I think the softness of the blankets out adds to the coziness of the room. I'm also someone who loves candles, regular and battery operated, and the one here in the den has a timer. So I'm able to set the timer. It will come on every 4 hours in the evening, and it will help make the room feel cozy during the cooler months. And the last thing I like to do is I make sure that my lamp is switched from a daylight bulb to a regular bulb. And if you're a YouTuber, you know you want your lighting to look good, so you have to use daylight bulbs. If you don't, it looks kind of gold and hazy in your videos. But I always like to change out at least my lamps to a regular bulb because I do want that golden, cozy glow. This is also the time of year I start trading out any bright plants or flowers for more muted items. As the colors outside start to change, I start changing them inside my house too. Well, friends, I know it's a small little addition, but I think this little rug makes the world of difference when you enter our home. I think it makes it feel cozy and warm, and it really adds to the tile, and it just seems welcoming to me. And every time I put it out, I know fall has officially arrived. Well, I've headed down to the basement and I just have a few areas I want to check, and then I have some places I want to reset. Now, a couple of these closets I want to do just a quick declutter. I've got extra blankets that I know haven't been used for quite some time, this closet and that closet, and I've got some of these extra pillows that came with the furniture that I've been wanting to get rid of, so they're leaving today as well.
I don't really need new friends, so spend your time with me. Looking for someone who can play though, wanna hang with me. I'm not really looking for a friend, so spend your time with me. Looking for someone not afraid to give it all to me. Get next to me, get next to me. All that I want is to get next to you, get next to you. Not asking for much, but it feels like the two of us are golden, are gorgeous. We'll do you good, so take a chance, take a chance.
You know, I didn't think I would end up with a very big declutter today, but a few items here, a few items there, and boy, did it add up. I think you'll be surprised when you see how much I got rid of. I know I was.
So at the top for me. Never thought that loving would be easy, but it's all for free. Won't cost a thing, so it's yours. Worth the try. Oh, this is the real thing. I'm down if you're down, boy. Get next to me, get next to me. All that I want is to get next to you, get next to you.
Well, as far as the family room goes, it is pretty much ready for fall. There's just a couple little things I need to reset. And I did make a short video showing the decorations because remember this year, the decorations were done courtesy of my young grandsons. So I think you've seen all of it. I think we've added this little soap dispenser. And the only thing that's new since the video was done is we had a little craft project and we made some ghosts just out of cotton balls, tissue, dental floss, and a Sharpie marker. So they have done those as well. But I just have a couple of things I need to reset in here. I want to bring that blue blanket. I want to get rid of this final pillow, and I do want to change the candle up there, and then I think I am done. Now, since I'm adding the blue blanket down here, it has got me thinking I may want to bring down the blue placemats and runner from the bedroom upstairs as well. And I probably will if I can find some gray ones to replace everything with. You know, I tried the nightstands and dresser without the placemats and runner, and I just didn't like it. But I do think the blue may be a bit too much. And the thing is, I've really been trying to only purchase things I can use in more than one location. So if I did get gray placemats and a runner, I could use them in our bedroom, or if I wanted to change things out, I could use them in the kitchen as well. So I'm definitely keeping my eye out.
Never get enough. We never seem to get older.
Okay, friends, I have headed into the garage, and here is my declutter total for today. And you know, I didn't think it was going to be that much, but when you grab just a few items here and a few items there, you end up with a good declutter. It does add up. Now, as far as the bed linens and blankets go, I got rid of 15 bed linens and blankets. I got rid of 3 large pillows that took up a lot of room. And as far as the clothing, I got rid of 15 pieces of clothing plus 3 pair of shoes, and in the kitchen, I got rid of 22 cups and storage containers and 5 dish towels, which gave me a grand total for the day, 63 items. And friends, it really wasn't that hard to do. So if you are feeling overwhelmed, just grab a few pieces here and a few pieces there and just start. If you have mountains of stuff, I see you. I have been you. You can do it. Just take it one day at a time, one item at a time, and you'll get there. Well, Tidy Uppers, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope it gave you a little something to think about. Just remember, decluttering isn't always about big amounts that you're taking out of your home. It's not always about what you're taking out. It's about how intentional you are about what you're keeping. I sure do appreciate you joining me. Please take care of yourself, and until I see you in the next one, stay tidy.